Okay, everybody. I know my glasses are reflecting and I'm just happy the sun's out. So if it's reflecting, I'm happy. This is Amanda from Lactation Wise, and I have some information I've been looking at on the COVID virus and COVID-19 virus we're all dealing with. And I have a company I'm going to read and put the information below. It's called the Academy of Breastfeeding Medicine. And the reason it's medicine is it's a bunch of doctors that have got together to help lactation counselors and consultants with information we need to maybe give to doctors, not just to lay people and breastfeeding moms. So they help us feel confident in what we're saying, and they do the studies. So they have come up with ABM, the Academy of Breastfeeding Medicine on Coronavirus 2019, COVID-19. March 10th, please note information about the COVID-19 transmission is emerging daily. The Academy of Breastfeeding Medicine's recommendations are current as of the publication date. Please consult resources such as the CDC and the WHO or WHO for the most recent guidance. CDC is the Center for Disease Control, and WHO is the World Health Organization. If I didn't say, I'm Amanda with Lactation Wise, and I'm giving breastfeeding information. I know that moms might be nervous about their breastfeeding, and I keep looking outside because they're doing construction out there. Sorry, I'll have to get a curtain. Lactation counseling via videos. This will be information that you all might be asking yourselves. So, transmission of COVID-19 through breast milk. Much is unknown about how COVID-19 is spread. Person-to-person spread is thought to occur mainly via respiratory droplets produced when infected person coughs or sneezes, like how influenza or the flu and other respiratory pathogens spread. In limited studies on women with COVID-19 and another coronavirus infection, severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, which is a COVID or coronavirus, the virus has not been detected in breast milk. The virus has not been detected in breast milk. Right there, second paragraph. This is to assure breastfeeding moms to keep breastfeeding. However, we do not know whether mothers with COVID-19 can transmit the virus via breast milk. Breast milk provides protection against many illnesses. There are rare exceptions when breastfeeding or feeding expressed breast milk is not recommended. Very few. That's very, very few times that we would not breastfeed. Sorry, I look so serious, but I am. Breast milk provides protection against many illnesses. There are rare exceptions when breastfeeding or feeding expressed breast milk is not recommended. CDC has no specific guidance for breastfeeding during infection with similar viruses like SARS-CoV or Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, or MERS-CoV, also both coronaviruses. In a similar situation to COVID-19, the CDC recommends that a mother with flu continue breastfeeding or feeding express breast milk to her infant. Okay, while taking precautions, just like everybody else. You're going to wash your hands, you're going to wash your parts to your breast pump, and you're going to, in my opinion, pretend like you have a newborn. So you're going to kill all the germs before you feed your baby. All right, so while taking precautions to avoid spreading the virus to her infant. Given low rates of transmission of respiratory viruses through breast milk, the World Health Organization states that mothers with COVID-19 can breastfeed. So that's the World Health Organization. I go by their growth chart for breastfed babies. So I think very highly of them. I wanted to say too, as a caveat, if you look on the news and they've got the list of who's got it, how many it has increased, and how many have died of COVID-19, right underneath where they're getting that information, that's where I get our breastfeeding information. CDC, the NH, the WHO, and did I say the CDC? Okay, all the ones you see. Current CDC guidance on COVID-19 and breastfeeding is available here. So on this site, which I'll put below, I put in Google ABM breastfeeding COVID-19, and that brought me to their site with the ABM statement on coronavirus 2019. Now the ABM does name or number each one of these pages that they come up with, these articles to help the lactation counselors, but this one didn't seem to have a number. But they do have a website, ABM, probably .com, I don't know. But again, these are doctors who are pro breastfeeding, and it's the best thing ever for information. A mother, okay, now if you're a mother who has confirmed COVID-19 or who is a symptomatic person under investigation, a PUI, for COVID-19 should take all possible precautions to avoid spreading the virus to her infant, including washing her hands before touching the infant and wearing a face mask, if possible, while feeding at the breast. Now, when I picture that, I think of what the baby's seeing, but as long as you're talking sweet nothings to your baby and just being sweet and singing, you should be fine. It's just going to be different to have a mask on while you're feeding your baby. The mother should wash her hands before touching any pump or bottle parts and follow recommendations for proper pump cleaning after each use. Again, I'd go back to the newborn. I can't think of the word when you kill all the germs. So kill all the germs. All right. If possible, consider having someone who is well care for and feed the express milk to the infant. All right, then it gets into hand hygiene. I think we all know includes use of alcohol-based hand sanitizer that contains 60% to 95% alcohol before and after all contact with the affected mother, contact with potentially infectious material, and before putting on and upon removal of personal protective equipment, including gloves. Hand hygiene can also be performed by washing with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If hands are visibly soiled, use soap and water before returning to alcohol-based hand sanitizer. I thought that was a good detail. It goes on, but I don't want these videos to be long, so please leave your questions below, and I hope this was very helpful for you. Again, Amanda Huff, Lactation Wise. Check out my, website. Yes, that's what it's called. Not so high tech. Have a great day, you all, and keep in touch.